Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, I didn't mention anything, but I've been thinking this for a long time and I was just wondering who's going to be the first one. First off, before I start, as I mentioned the other day, it's really hard to get a hold of the cruise lines right now, and here I just want to give you an example. I've been trying to get through for 2 days to Carnival Cruise Line, and this is what I get. This is just to give you an idea what I'm going through lately. This is Carnival Cruise Line.
We are experiencing higher call volume than normal and having phone issues. Our team is working hard to fixing this. Thank you for your patience. Please try your call again later.
That's what I'm getting. Or even when it connects, it disconnects. How do you do business this way? Just to let you know, for everyone who's wondering why it's taking sometimes a little long, how to get through things if you're contacting a travel agent, why isn't it done right away? Why does it take a little while? That's why. That's a big reason why. So what am I talking about as far as what I was holding my breath about? And that is, in this day and age, everybody sues people for everything, any chance they get. And now people who are, by the way, still on a cruise ship, they are still on the cruise ship that is docked out on the west coast, and the Princess cruise ship, and they are still on the ship. It's been about 4 days since they found out this was happening and things like that were going on. And, well, apparently they are now suing Princess Cruise Lines for $1 million. That's right, $1 million. Boy, that must have been some expensive cruise, right? Okay, so in the suit, it comes out and it says that they are suing for emotional distress. I can see emotional distress. It's not very nice to find out. You don't know when you're getting off a ship. You don't know what's happening. You have this fear over your head while you're on there. Yeah, I can see emotional distress. Okay. And that they live, quote unquote, they live in traumatized fear of catching what's going on. Okay, you're living in traumatized fear, you're under emotional stress and all that, but you had the fortitude to call a lawyer and start a lawsuit in 4 days. Your first thoughts weren't, hey, I should call my doctors, find out what I have to do, let everyone know at home what's going on, blah, blah. But you had time to call a lawyer and start the lawsuit. Okay, so I have some issues, as I normally do with a lot of lawsuits. And I contacted a couple lawyer friends of mine who happen to know a little bit about maritime law and things like that, and they looked at the claims on the lawsuit, and basically they already found that this probably won't get past the first step. It'll probably be dismissed from what they're saying, unless something happens, worst case scenario for the couple. But they're saying this, some of the things in it were the cruise line failed to let them know that somebody on the previous ship had it, but they were letting people know who were on the ship. Well, yes, priority would go to those who were sailing with that person before letting the other person know. And they said then that they would have gotten off earlier in Hawaii. And basically, that kind of a lawsuit would allow you to get your cruise money back, maybe. but it definitely wouldn't allow for $1 million. Now, emotional trauma and stress and live in fear, absolute traumatized fear of getting, sick. Okay, that can be a thing, but that's not the cruise line's fault. And you will have an awful hard time proving that the cruise line wasn't doing what they could in the light of the situation. Considering airports are still open, there were no advisories against travel at the time, etc., 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 you're going to have an awful hard time proving fault in this, and I think this will get thrown out really quickly according to my lawyer friends that I ran this past. In this day of litigation, maybe you should have at least waited to see what happens and when you get off the ship, and then try it. Not jump the gun and do it while you're on the ship, because it just shows that maybe you weren't as traumatized and as stressed as you thought you were, since you had the fortitude to call a lawyer and start proceedings. That's going to be a hard one to get around. But hey, if you have a chance to sue and you might make $1 million, what the heck, I guess, right? What the heck? Well, I hope nothing happens to this couple. I hope they're doing well, and I really hope they're not too stressed and, traumatized by the situation. I really hope that's not the case. As far as a lawsuit, though, is concerned, I don't think it's going to hold water. But hey, we've been wrong before. I thought suing for hot coffee to McDonald's would never have gone, but that person won, so you never know, right? So some people are willing to roll the dice and take a chance, and that's what this couple decided to do. What do you guys think? Do you think this suit will hold water? Do you think they have any kind of chance? Do you think $1 million? Are they hoping for maybe a settlement out of court? There's all kinds of things they could be going for, and they could be legitimate, think that they are deserving of $1 million because. Let me know what you guys think down below, and until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.